Mikayla Nogueira is being called out for the cataclysmic launch of her new beauty product, false advertising once again, as well as biased reviews, and even apparently going so far as to do fake giveaways in an attempt to fix her image. And today, obviously, we're going to be covering everything, so be sure to subscribe to the channel because we are aiming for 10 billion subs by the end of this week. We hit the last goal, 300k by the end of the year, and it was a right slug, you know, it was a pretty tough challenge, so I thought I'd give you something a bit easier this time, yeah? Anyways, let's hop right into this, starting with the first interview at the press launch.
It's my husband, Cody. He's what I call a golden retriever.
Oh, okay, alright. Not a great start already. The question was, what keeps you grounded at tough times? And she's responded, Cody, because he is and I hate this term, a golden retriever. Now, I've got a pet peeve with this whole golden retriever bollocks, right? Because it's something that I have been called before at points in my life. I've had some of the comments call it to me before as well, and I've never really understood what it meant. Like, yeah, golden retrievers are cool, they're cute and that, but they're also dogs, and dogs aren't very smart. I guess, you know, well, I mean, for animals, yeah, they're clever, but compared to humans, I mean, they're dogs, innit? They're never gonna be, like, human intelligence level. Whenever I get called golden retriever, I feel as though it's just sort of a roundabout, flowery way of calling me dumb, which is why I'm glad that, you know, the term hasn't stuck too much. Like, I don't get too many people calling me that, but on the odd case that I do, yeah, I'm not a fan. I don't like that shit. I seem to be part of the minority though, because there are so many people out there that are, like, obviously, and it's like really cringe, trying to sort of play up to this golden retriever coin term or whatever. But there are things that I see some blokes do, and I'm like, what are you doing, man? Like, this isn't you. You're so obviously trying to be something that you think people are into. And again, usually it's just them acting dumber than they actually are. Which is a thing that girls got accused of doing a lot when I was in school, by the way. So it's funny how the tables are turned a wee bit. To be honest, all this chat about cheap products and false marketing does get tired after a while. So what better time than now to talk about an actually great product? The sponsor of today's video, Bellesa. I've worked with Bellesa before, and I'm so happy to be working with them again because everything about their company is pure quality. And today, Bellesa and I are literally giving out free toys and gift cards to everyone that signs up for my giveaway. And unlike a lot of giveaways, there's no catch here. Everyone wins. I'll say it again at the end, but I just sort of had to lead with that at the beginning because... yeah. If you don't already know them, Bellesa is a bi-women company focused on sexual wellness. And their whole mission is to empower people to embrace, explore, and celebrate their sexuality in a comfortable, confident, and shameless manner. And in all honesty, they absolutely nail it. Let me walk you guys through some of the toys that they sent me over. First up, Halo 2, and this one is specifically designed for couples. It's stronger and quieter than before with 5 vibration speeds, and it's built to increase stamina for the wearer while delivering vibrations both partners can enjoy. It's waterproof, rechargeable, and honestly just designed to make intimacy feel more connected and fun. Next is the Key Vibe, which is another couple's favorite, and this one's sneaky in the best way. It's a remote-controlled vibrator that looks exactly like a car key, completely discreet. It's made from body-safe silicone, waterproof, rechargeable, and has 5 vibration speeds. This one is all about shared control and playful energy, especially when you're out together if you're into that sort of thing. I actually left this out accidentally whilst the engineer came over to fix the hot water in this flat, and there was like a little blast of panic in my stomach, you know, when you get that sick feeling in the pit of your stomach that you're scared or something. But fortunately, they really do look exactly like car keys, so there was nothing to be worried about on my end. Everything went as smooth as butter. And for the men, the Blow Pro, Bellesa's newest addition to their men's line. This is the most advanced stroker they've released. Rotation, thrusting, and vibration all in one. You've got 5 rotating and thrusting speeds, 5 vibration modes, ultra soft silicone, and a transparent chamber so you can actually see what's happening. It's splash proof, easy to clean, rechargeable, and designed to adapt comfortably. Just use plenty of lube and you're good to go. Everything Bellesa makes feels premium, body safe, and thoughtfully designed. Nothing cheap, nothing awkward. And once again, everyone who signs up using my link gets either a free toy or a gift card for toys. Check the link in the description and pin comment to enter. Free toys, free vibes, and no shame. What is there to complain about? Alright. Back to the video.
And he's just really good at making me feel calm, relaxed. Any stressful situation, I can go to him.
I've also not even clocked. Where's the accent gone that apparently isn't being faked? I had so many people in previous videos comment of like, oh, maybe her accent has shifted and changed as the years have gone by. Like, you know, maybe originally she had much tamer of an accent and then she moved to a certain area and the accent just sort of developed and now she talks like that. Which I understand that does happen sometimes. I used to talk a lot more London when I lived, you know, in London. But if you look at a video of me from like 8 years ago or something. It's not like an unintelligible difference, right? It's a difference that makes sense for an 8-year time span where I've moved up north about 500 miles, right? But with Mikayla, like, no, this accent here, which I'm gonna assume and almost verify as her real accent, is so different from the one that she puts on in videos, there's no way that it's natural. There's just no way. It's fake. It's fake. The accent change is code switching, legit what you do in an interview. Yeah, I definitely, like when I was younger and I would talk, like if I weren't pronouncing my T's correctly or something, or I don't know, I got a little bit too road in my pronunciation or something, I go home, my parents would like literally, you know what, I'm not gonna say what they would do, but they would do horrible things until I would pronounce my T's and words properly, because London's quite classist and they wanted me to do well in job interviews and stuff. Didn't end up mattering because I'm a YouTuber now, so I suppose maybe it helps a wee bit. But anyway, someone's replied with, she has said millions of times her exaggerating accent is literally just for TikTok and every single person on this planet has a professional voice. Yeah, very true. I definitely talk a little bit posher, a bit more pronounced in these videos, believe it or not. As dumb as I sound sometimes, this is me trying my hardest. But again, if you heard how I talk normally, which is actually, it's very hard to talk normally on cue, but if I were to, it wouldn't be so different to my normal voice that like I'm faking one or I'm being inauthentic, if that makes sense. There's also nothing unprofessional about having a Boston accent, by the way. There is something unprofessional about her one though, because it's so obviously over-exaggerated and fake, so I guess I see what they mean. By the way, we'll jump right into the actual release of this lip kit that went so popular and so controversial.
Oh God, look at it. It's perfect.
Great advertisement that. I mean, she looks as though she would rather be literally anywhere else on the planet. Yeah, look, she looks like she hates life. Surely if you're trying to promote your product, you'd crack a smile or something. Or just sort of anything that exhibits I am enjoying the product experience. By the way, this was just a wee teaser. This wasn't like the official announcement. This here was like the official one. So let's see the charisma in this one.
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God! What is that?
You know, it's actually funny. There's so many of these videos that have been deleted because she got called out for so much false advertising in those videos that they have to go. They had to go because they were that bad. Some of them still exist online, so we can go through them and it will become very obvious why they were deleted. Here's one that stayed up, which I'm sure she would delete if she could, but it would look really fucking bad if all of them were deleted. So, you know, we'll do something funny, sort of out in the ordinary. We'll start with the one that makes her look best, right? The best one.
A limited edition lip kits are officially live. There are 6 beautifully pigmented ambit shades, all perfectly paired.
By the way, the term of the brat is ampit, right? That's like the product she's put out, but she pronounces it like a dumbass, like as usual. So it sounds like she's saying armpit. I don't want to be rubbing armpits all over my lips. I mean, I wouldn't put these on either way, but like, you know, actually fuck it. If I get 10K likes on this video, I will buy these and put these on for the second channel.
Creamy, ultra pigmented lip liner called Contour It. A lip liner that doesn't smudge, budge, or move. Dash of cinnamon with vanilla latte. This, in my opinion, is the best one. Cad cider with toasted marshmallow. Extra grenadine. Shirley Temple. The most perfect red I've ever put on my lips.
So you'll notice, like, there are a lot of cuts here that I feel as though are being used to disguise just how I'm playing with Prince, by the way, he's going mental. So as you can see, there are a lot of cuts here that sort of, in my opinion, are being used to disguise just how thick she is laying on the makeup. Because it ends up being a lot more gloopy than sort of most lip liners.
Perfect for the holidays. Wow. 90% DAC with rich cocoa. This is Violet Brew and plum cider. And last, but certainly not least,
like you can see, those are super gloopy, and a lot of the time when you put that much lip liner on, obviously it sticks, so when you open your mouth, it makes these like really weird strings a lot of the time. And you know, in a good makeup kit, and a good lip lining kit, and a good ampit kit, or armpit kit, whatever she wants to call it, obviously that is something you would want to avoid, right? I would assume that's sort of the difference between premium lip gloss and, I guess, lower quality, cheaper lip gloss, is that it's a lot less stringy as the higher price you go. You know, that's like one of many perks, right? And this is being marketed as a premium lip gloss.
Angel cake with strawberry shortcake. Stunning. I'm putting my favorite back on. Guys, comment down below which kit you got And thank you so much for supporting me. I love you.
Now, I know I keep bringing up that she's sort of layering the lip liner an exorbitant amount, but that is very important because it's like, that is sort of the crux of the whole false advertisement narrative. Because these are being advertised as something that can be layered for as much as possible, and there will be no stringiness. If you go on the website, it even says the same thing here. Yeah, here we go. 2 steps to a contoured lip. Use contour it to shape your lips away. Line precisely to define, overline for fullness, fill for bold color, or feather the edges for a soft ombre. I'd look it up, but I don't fucking care. Sorry. Whatever fits your point of view. Finish it with AMP to add hydration, shine, and customizable color coverage. Layer as much as you'd like to create your perfect finish. Glossy, diffused, or high impact. That's important as well, right? It's not the AMP it isn't contour, it's liner. I know these sound like such banal and obvious things, but like somehow this is controversial because of just how much is being lied about. Here's a deleted video, and it'll become very obvious why it was deleted when Mikayla just straight up says that you can use AMP it as much as you want, and there will be 0 stringiness. Which is fucking insane. I feel as though there is no lip liner in the world where you can guarantee 0 stringiness. No, if you like 10 layers, surely.
Sticky, extremely hydrating. You can do a sheer, gorgeous wash of color like this. None of that stringy, sticky residue. Or the reason it's called Amp It is because you can amp this up and get even more pigment. This is easily one of the prettiest shades. Now you have even more color. Still none of that stringy, sticky residue.
But then there are lives that she's done where obviously you cannot hide behind the editing and filters and stuff, where it's very obvious that there is a lot of stickiness.
The way I wear it is what I'm going to show you now. This is how I wear it, and this is where it could get sticky icky, okay? I've really laid it on my lips now. Okay, see that? Did it happen? See that? That's because I put like 3 layers of it on my lips. If you do that with any lip gloss, which I'm happy to show you, that's going to happen.
So then why are you marketing your lip gloss as something that you can layer as much as you possibly could ever dream of? And there will be no stringiness, no stickiness, when a mere 3 layers is enough to produce a stickiness that obvious. It's like when you say as many layers as you want, what you really mean is 1 or 2, which is insane. That's like crazy marketing. I'm not like furious about it. I think anyone who has the energy to be like fucking irate about this shit, especially if they haven't bought it. Like, I understand if you have bought this, if you bought a bunch of this sort of buying into it, and maybe as it's on the way, you learn about all this shit, but it's like non-refundable, which we'll get into the customer service aspect of this later, because apparently these aren't even being delivered a lot of the time. I understand being annoyed, because they are quite expensive. Like, again, these are being sold at premium prices. Me as a commentary YouTuber, though, I'm just sort of sat here like, it's more funny than anything. Like, what do you mean you can layer it as much as you want, but 3 layers is too much? I said 3, but I put 3 up on both my hands, so that'd be 6 technically, actually. Imagine that, man. You wouldn't be able to open your fucking mouth. You could probably catch flies in that shit. If you just open your mouth, you could probably catch a fly with 6 layers. Even the fucking phone that's screen recording this is in SOS mode. Even the phone, even technology itself cannot handle the lies being spewed here. But above all else, I also feel as though if you are someone who bought this expecting the best and are a bit annoyed about it, part of it is on you. Like, this is Mikayla Nogueira. Like, the thing they are most famous for is false advertising and being disingenuous when it comes to marketing. They literally marketed mascara whilst they had false eyelashes on, and that they just lied about completely. And that is like beyond a shadow of a doubt type shit either. And the only reason it's not been deleted yet is probably because it's a brand deal. I say probably, that's definitely why. Like, without doubt, she probably wants that shit gone. Also, apparently, according to these comments, if you layer 5 layers of certain lip glosses, it won't do that. So I'm not sure how true that is exactly. I, for one, have never worn lip gloss. I guess you guys can educate me in the comments. Is 3 layers too much for any lip gloss? And if it is, then why would you ever market your lip gloss as you can layer it on as much as you want? Silly, in my opinion. Here's another deleted video where she's like showing the recommended amount to apply to your lips. Obviously, again, it was deleted, so I'm having to retrieve it from Angelica Olz's video on Mikayla Nogueira.
Anyway, let's look at how much she applies of this product in just her announcement video.
It is a lip treatment, but this is not just a lip treatment. I went to the lab and I said, make this as pigmented as possible. And they delivered. Is this not?
Yeah, you see that cut there? It's so thick. Like, that is a gargantuan amount of gloss there, I feel. So before we have a look at some actual reviews, there are some other things that I would like to make clear to you guys and show you all. Starting with the you could have seen them coming, TikTok's claiming that it is a complete scam and showing heaps of evidence to prove this as well. You know, when Mikayla Nogueira puts a product out, TikTokers and YouTubers come out in droves to shit all over it. And hey, if the product's shit, then I say have at it.
Customers for her god-awful lip kits that are drier and patchier than the Sahara Desert and are literally falling apart on their lips. People are now mad at Mikayla Nogueira for focusing on lip filler instead of trying to improve that formula.
Come with me to get lip filler.
These lip kits are god-awful, honey. Should have never been sold in the first place. People are saying Jeffree Star is about to have a field day. We think Mikayla would make decent products. How are we still trusting Mikayla? Well, it seems like Mikayla Nogueira might have taken some—
Why are there random typing sound effects in the back of this video? It's quite confusing. Well, the video itself is fine. The pictures aren't nice. It's actually good to have some evidence being shown of how shit the product is and how falsely advertised it undeniably is. But why are there random typing sound effects? It just, you know, it just goes to show the level of unprofessionalism in a lot of other channels. You never get that on this channel. I would never just have random sound effects for no reason whatsoever.
Inspo for the campaign from the flop queen herself, Miss Jaclyn Hill. Or saying, let me guess, this wasn't just purely coincidental, right? Well, people are now questioning the formula because of all these botched reviews. The POV customers are clearly upset and emailed them to return it. But because all these returns that are going on, POV had to make an update. People are saying the screams were understaffed.
Okay, all of that we'll get to later because we need to cover the actual product itself before we talk about the reception. But the point is, there is massive public backlash regarding this product. Okay, last thing before we look at the actual reviews for the product by both biased and unbiased parties, I would like to show you guys a very interesting video of Mikayla being confronted on her business decisions by a beauty brand, or by a business brand rather, where this is their beauty branch, and they're doing a conference here with a lot of people, it seems. And I mean, I don't mean to be judgmental here, but looking at the back of these people's heads, they do not seem as though they are the intended age group for Mikayla Nogueira content, but you do you, I guess. I'm gonna place some bets. Do you reckon she does that embarrassing fucking accent in front of all these normal adult individuals or not? Don't even place bets, because the chance of any of you losing money over that is sad, frankly. It's very obvious what the answer will be. Some of you probably lose anything, actually. I'm talking too much. Here you go, yeah.
Both of you also have dealt with some controversy in your influencer careers and also your brand journeys. You know, I think, Mikayla, we know about Mascaragate, or most of you know about Mascaragate.
Oh, she's not happy that they brought that up. Even the audience is laughing as though she's just told like a stand-up joke. That must be so embarrassing, man.
Going through an FTC investigation at the beginning of starting your career.
Look at her face. So this is a woman here who got done for breaking FTC guidelines. I'm not going to go too deep into that because that's not what the video's about. But I mean, the point is, look at her face when she gets There's no way that these two are expecting this interviewer to just call them out on that shit. Because it seems as though this is very like not a TikTok-y or YouTube-y interview. It's like a proper business one where they're not scared to bring this shit up. Because she's saying it with a smile on her bastard face.
How do you guys deal with such intense scrutiny, you know, from all sides, while also trying to build, you know, credibility in this industry?
Well, I think something a lot of people don't realize about influencer brands specifically is that we are the brands held to the absolute highest of standard. We are held to higher standards than the most prestige brands like La Mer, Augustinius Bader, Sicily. We're held to higher standards than that.
Okay, that's partially bullshit, but I also do understand what she's saying. I think an easier example to make people understand what exactly she's getting at there, because I do agree to an extent, is music, for example, right? A lot of YouTubers try their hand at music, and a lot of the time it is the cringiest thing you'll ever fucking see in your life. Like, YouTubers trying music is a cardinal sin. But a lot of the time it's because it's their first attempt at trying it, and they publicize it way too early because they think they're fucking great. They've got inflated egos, right? And for most people, their first attempt at music is going to be dog shit. But for most people, there are no eyes on said music. So if you take a random person who, I don't know, works in an office or something, who's trying to play the guitar in his free time, and then you have a YouTuber who is doing the same thing, that YouTuber's guitar playing, that YouTuber's music will be held to a much higher standard, will be criticized and scrutinized much more than the office worker who just sort of does it on his free time, plays a couple gigs, does a couple couple covers, right? And in a way, I understand why that's worth complaining about, because YouTubers might be sat there thinking, well, everyone starts out shit. Why the fuck am I getting so much criticism and hatred for it when, I don't know, John down the road is worse than me and no one gives a fuck? And on paper, yeah, it's a very understandable issue to have with the world and society, man. But at the same time, you need to understand the privilege that you are under, because the fact that so many people are criticizing you is indicative of just how many eyes are on your product, on your service, on your music. So in the case of your music, whilst yes, you are under a lot more criticism, that pre-established platform and the millions of followers that you already have are why people even know you're making music. That's why your music is getting so many views to begin with. It's like, yeah, you're getting a lot of hate, but would you rather you had fucking 2 listeners like most people on Spotify do? But that's the same thing here. It's like, yeah, you're getting a lot of shit, but that's only because your product, by proxy of you being crazy popular, is crazy popular. So you're just sort of complaining about all of the bad that comes with being a 20 million follower influencer, beauty influencer of all things as well, whilst not acknowledging any of the good that comes from that either. Like, if you didn't have that fan base, this product here would not have nearly the positive comments that it gets about it either. Because no one would fucking know that it exists. It's probably not that different, not that special compared to a lot of other lip gloss brands. In fact, according to many, it's a lot worse for a lot higher of a price. But I also have issues with what she said as a baseline as well, because she says that it's held to a higher standard than, like, deluxe designer brands, which I'm not sure about that, to be fair. Those brands they probably have just as much of a reputation to hold as you do. Like, who is under more scrutiny? A YouTuber who releases t-shirts or fucking LV?
We're held to standards because when you build a parasocial relationship with your community, they see you as a friend. And the most important thing in friendship is trust and honesty. So when you launch a brand to your community who you've built this relationship with, they are putting their full trust in you for this launch.
No, that's bullshit. You're held to higher standards because you have a huge audience and you're hyping it up to be the best fucking product on the market. If the price was a lot lower and you were a little more honest with your marketing, if you said, like, you know what, mate, these are nothing special, but if you just want to support us, then give them a go, right? I don't think you would be held to nearly as high of a standard as you are being held to. Yeah, I'm sure the parasocial relationship that you are actively trying to create has a part to play, but it's not the sole reason for it. No, I've just clocked as well, by the way. I think this light is a little bit too white. Like, it's making me look fucking Caucasian, and I don't like that. I'm gonna have to change this shit. I'm lowering the brightness. There you go. Okay. That looks a lot better, actually. Just want to do it on camera so that you don't freak out when the next clip plays.
Your marketing, your community building, everything you do is under a very, very fine microscope, which is a blessing and a curse, because as a new brand, for instance, it gives you a minimal amount of grace to make mistakes. And it's a positive thing because it allows you to make the necessary changes, adjustments, and fixes to your brand at a quick pace, because you get called out immediately for it. So.
And also because it's being bought to such an extent to where you will definitely have the money to do so. Like, why? That's such an easy and obvious perk of having millions of followers and millions of eyes on your product. I don't know why she's refusing to bring it up. Like, it's so everyone knows it. It's common sense, man. More people know you, more people will buy product. A fucking caveman probably could have figured that one out.
You know, I think when you, first off, if you're not being talked about, you're not it, right? So, like, I think it's important to know that whenever people start to draw up, like, controversy about you, that means that you're worth talking about. You're living rent-free in their minds.
This is even a shitter answer than Mikayla's one. Yeah, I scammed a couple 100,000 people. Yeah, I might have said this horrible racial slur that's got me in a lot of shit, but people are only talking about me because I'm the it girl. It's like, oh, what's your response to the internet calling you out for endorsing the Armenian genocide? And your response is, the it girl does what the it girl wants. The only reason people are mad at me endorsing a genocide is because I'm the it girl. You know, if they weren't so in love with me, they'd probably agree with my fucking views. I think I've had enough of that shit. We're done with that. Let's actually have a look at some of these reviews now, yeah?
But honestly, they look a little bit too good to be true. So, welcome back to another brutally honest review, and today I'm reviewing Point of View Beauty's new tinted lip treatments and lip liners. And as always, honesty only here, because you guys already know I am not afraid to get kicked off PR lists, and we will be doing a wear test to see just how well these last. Mikayla very kindly sent me every single shade of her lip kits, and I'm so excited to test these out. Today, I think I'm gonna try out Amp It in Toasted Marshmallow, and then I'm gonna layer it with Contour It. I don't know if that's focusing, but I'm gonna layer it with Contour It in Charred Cider. Okay. Oh, it's creamy, it layers beautifully. The pigment is definitely there, but still super easy to work with. Honestly though, I was expecting there to be more pigment because I was looking back at the videos Mikayla posted and it looked like such a bold line of color, and the pigment was definitely there. It just wasn't crazy pigment like the way she showed it, so she must have really been pressing it into her lips. Now we're going in with Amp It. This is like a nice squishy silicone applicator. Oh my gosh, I love it.
Before we continue, I want to like address these comments here. Mine never shipped. That is a huge part of this controversy that we will address properly later, is that like half the people who ordered this seem to have not fucking got it, which is even worse than it being a bad product, by the way. Is like if you're not even getting it, then it doesn't matter how good the product is because you don't have it in front of you. Especially like nearing Christmas as well. I feel like shipping is quite important because you want it by Christmas too. How is everyone getting theirs so quickly? Well, this one was a free PR package, right? So, I mean, that sort of explains it, surely.
Pigment coming right out of the tube like I thought it might be, but like it definitely shows up. It's not crazy glossy, but definitely has some nice shine to it.
Yeah, that's just the thing, man. Like you can see when a normal amount is applied, it doesn't look anywhere near as aggressive or violent or thick or gloopy as Mikayla's one did. So the amount that Mikayla is recommending you to put on your lips is absolutely gonna make strings out of strings. Fucking Spider-Man would look at you with a couple layers on and go, too much. No. I am scared.
So I'm very curious to see how long the moisture lasts because it feels like very smooth, very moisturizing on my lips, but not as heavy as some of these other lip balms and lip treatments. So I know this isn't the best lighting, but I do have a lamp next to me. It has been 8 hours of me wearing this lip combo, and you can very faintly still see the lip liner on my lips. I ate lunch around like the first or second hour, and the actual moisture from the lip balm, not just the gloss, lasted until I think about like the 3.5 hour mark. So decently good, and my lips definitely do still feel smooth. All in all, I think the marketing definitely made me think it was going to be way more pigmented, both the lip liner and the lip treatment. When Mikayla applied the lip treatment, there was so much pigment that seemed to come out in one swipe, and I just didn't see that. Don't get me wrong, I still love it. I just think it was like a little bit misleading.
And you can even see in this video, it's like a little bit stringy. So imagine with 3 layers, man. And this is 1 layer, and it's that fucking stringy. The stringiness seems to be an ongoing issue with like everybody, by the way. Everyone has complained about the stringiness. But overall, it's still a pretty positive review, to be fair. So like, you know, I'm not here to give you a super biased take of all this shit. Credit where it's due. It seems to be a product that is not complete dog shit, but also probably just nowhere near what the price or marketing markets it as.
Do not get the purple one. The red one is actually very beautiful. Once you like blot your lips, get rid of all the unevenness, like the stringiness, like it's fine. The red one is very pretty and opaque. The purple one, even now, like you can see where it is uneven. And I hate that.
You know what? I'm going to get a review out from someone that has like, this video has 69 likes. So it's like a proper small creator. There is no chance of any bias on either side, any bias from the audience. This is like a straight up review from a normal girl who isn't like a big influencer, right? I think this will be a bit refreshing. Let's see what she has to say.
Let's try doing another layer. Excuse me?
Alright, there are some issues coming up. Obviously, a couple layers weren't enough. She's having to do more now because of the patchiness that is being shown. This is another huge issue that a lot of people are talking about in regards to this lip gloss, is the patchiness. Like, it's so difficult to actually keep everything even. Probably also explains why in those promo videos, Mikayla was sort of layering on so many gloopy, thick fucking layers, like a fucking Snickers. And you can already tell, by the way, after that extra layer, it's still patchy as fuck, and the stringiness is going to be insane. I mean, look, if you want stringiness and patchiness, like with holes and shit, you might as well just buy Swiss cheese. That was an awful joke. Why did I tell that? That was awful. Naz, keep that in to show the people that I am human and I am capable of making dog shit jokes. Because that is the one bad joke I've made in my whole career. Every other joke I've told has been phantasmagorical.
See, like, another layer is prettier, okay? It's prettier, but this one is pretty stringy. I will say, for $42, do not get the purple one. The red one is actually very beautiful. Once you like blot your lips, get rid of all the unevenness, like the stringiness, like it's fine. The red one is very pretty and opaque. The purple one, even now, like you can see where it is uneven. And I hate that. I don't know. Maybe you could fix it if you did lined your whole lips with it and then did the purple gloss on top. Like maybe it would look better. But as is, not a fan. But the red one, it's nice. It's nice. Is it $42 nice? But it is nice.
Again, I feel that's a pretty reasonable review there. Big ups to that creator. And this don't even look like too thick of a layer, by the way. Or too many layers, rather. Sorry, my man is talking. Not like my boyfriend, or like when I say my man, I mean like I, as a man, do not have the best verbology or verbiage. See, I can't even fucking talk properly now. Second I talk about sort of feminine products, my mind turns to mush. I've had to do like more research for this video than most of my others just to know like 1% of what the average lassie knows about lip gloss. I've got people saying maybe you just put too much, something like that. Yeah, but the issue is like it's so patchy when you don't apply an exorbitant amount. Like she even recommends that you apply a lot of layers, which she clearly did as well. And on the website, and according to her, you can apply as many layers as you fucking want without any stringiness. That don't look like too many layers, and it's that bad. It's just not a very buildable lip gloss. This comment here sums it up best. You either get a patchy sheer coverage or a patchy goopy stringy coverage. Am I the only one that doesn't see an issue? Fucking hell, really? To be fair, I guess they asked, yeah, you probably are the only one that doesn't see an issue. All right, well, to be fair to the product, we don't know exactly how many layers it was. It didn't look like a crazy amount, but we don't know exactly how much it was. This here is 2 layers, right? We know that for a fact. Let's see if it's stringy or not.
I think it looks better with the more coverage. Okay, yeah, the more that I talk, the more stringy it gets.
And that's 2 layers, and it's only 2 layers because it was too patchy after the first. I'm no rocket science. I'm no rocket science, fucking hell. Oh, I'm really having a rough day today. I'm no rocket scientist or lip expert or gloss man. But I can, you know, I feel as though it's pretty reasonable to come to the conclusion that this isn't a great lip gloss product. I don't think I'll get too much shit for saying that, like. But this one, apparently it's stringy after 1 layer here.
And an influencer posted this to their makeup brand showcasing one of their new launches. The entire community would be in an uproar. This would not fly. I don't know who approved this. This is actually a screenshot from Mikayla Nogueira's brand Point of View Beauty. She posted this showcasing her brand new Ampit lip kits, and I've got to say they are not looking good. That's the darker shade, the Rich Cocoa 90% shade, and it is looking incredibly patchy and dry. And I've been hearing a lot of mixed reviews so far about the brand. So I actually have 3 colors here, including the one in question.
It does look dead patchy and dry, doesn't it? That was posted by POV Beauty. I don't know, man. Maybe that's how they're meant to look. I genuinely wouldn't know, but if this lassie here with 500,000 likes on this video is saying that it's patchy and dry, then who am I to deny? Because everyone knows that if a TikTok's popular, then everything about it must be true.
And here is what the lip gloss looks like. It is a really pale nude. I feel like it kind of leans a little yellow though, so I don't really know how I'm gonna like this color on the lips, but you know, swatches are sometimes different than on the lips. So let's go ahead now and contour.
Okay, look, can you guys just trust me when I say that 1 layer is being applied here? I don't want to play 2-3 minutes of a girl just putting makeup on. If that's your jam, that's your jam, right? No hate. Probably don't put jam on your lips unless you're eating it, but whatever, right? If you want to look at the video, then the count name's at the bottom. Laura Nan seems to be the name of this lassie.
There's the pigment. And then I'm just going to spread it around. So here's what the lip gloss looks like. As you saw, I only used a very thin amount and I'm already getting really stringy. It's starting to bunch up in the inner corner of my lip, which I don't like. The pigment is starting to bunch up in my inner corner. It's looking really stringy, and again, I only used a thumbtack size amount of lip gloss. I do like the color combination together though. It didn't look too yellow on the lips, and then again, the lip liner is just a My Lips But Better look, so I don't really mind it, but this formula of the lip gloss is just not my favorite. I do not like the stringy look that's that's happening with my lips. So far,
And you can tell in these videos as well, as much as maybe they came, you know what, I feel as though they didn't come in wanting to hate the product, a lot of them. I feel as though a lot of these are genuine, honest reviews, especially because when you look at them wearing the product, it's not as though they're really trying to get that stringiness or accentuate the sort of pops with their lips to like try and make the stringiness happen. It seems as though they're being very natural, like she is just sort of talking normal. If anything, she's talking about 1 billion times more normally than Mikayla Nogueira normally does. But regardless, it's still stringy as fuck, unless she was putting it on in a weird way to sort of make it shit. Again, you know, I personally wouldn't really know. I've never paid too close to attention. But again, me personally, I wouldn't really know because I've never really paid that close. I've never fucking stepped up to a lassie with a magnifying glass who's doing great job at makeup and sort of observed what was going on with her lip gloss, right? I've never done that before. So that's up to you guys to, you know, educate me in the comments if she's doing something fucked up here. Then there was the infamous Glamzilla review. This girl here is Glamzilla. They have like 3 million followers, so a huge TikToker who is also friends with Mikayla, I believe. And their review got a lot of shit because they were way too positive about it. But they were also throwing out some really strange defenses that a lot of people had issues with.
Put it in a kit when they should have actually been sold as individual formulas. Glamzilla, Mikayla Nogueira's best friend, finally reviewed the AMP kits, and she didn't hold back.
Let's just jump into it. So this is the AMP kit by Point of View Beauty.
I think the issue was that she did hold back. I don't know what this what is he looking at us like that for, by the way? Sort of person he's like, what have I done to offend him so much? And why was her audio doubled but deep pitched in that first clip over there? This is a very, very odd video, this one. Like, I feel like I've entered a gateway onto the dark web here. It's just slightly off. And you know, horror is always the most scary, not when it's overtly scary, but just a little bit off. You know what I mean? Like, just a couple degrees at max. That's sort of what I'm getting here, you know?
This is the one causing all the commotion. It's a lip treatment with the consistency of a lip mask. It's literally called a lip abule. It's a lip treatment made to repair your lips. Point of View Beauty is a skin prep line. Why are we applying it like a lip gloss? That's the first mistake here. This was marketed and
maybe because it's being marketed as lip gloss.
Educated brought to the consumer. If you solely base your review on what Point of View marketed and educated online during the launch, you would absolutely give this a negative review.
If you base your review on what it was marketed as, you will give it a negative review. Okay, cool. That means it's a bad product that is not doing what it's supposed to do. It's like if someone sells me a motorcycle, for example, and I'm like, you know what? This motorcycle, it's not a great, it doesn't even have any fucking wheels on it. The engine don't work. It's busted up. It's a really ugly yellow color, but it does make a great door stopper. I can't then tell the world, like, to everyone leaving negative reviews of this motorcycle, I know it's marketed as a motorcycle, but if you use it as a motorcycle, then obviously you're not gonna like it. The thing's got no fucking wheels on. But if you think outside the box and just use it for a purpose that it wasn't intended for, like keeping your doors open, it's actually pretty fucking flawless.
To apply like a lip gloss, because it's not a lip gloss. You're supposed to apply this in a thin layer, because it's a lip treatment. Contour It, the lip liner, is actually the star of the show. This is a gel cream lip liner. This lip liner is a waterproof formula, not an oil-proof formula. So when you combine these two, they absolutely work against each other. They're literally working against each other because they're formulated to do two different things. Point of View put it in a kit when they should have actually been sold as individual formulas. Wow. It's taking a waterproof formula and then...
That is unreal commentary from that bloke on the bottom, right? I should just do my videos like that. My videos should just be like all the TikToks, all the footage on screen, and every couple of minutes it cuts to me and I go, ooh, no, no, no. I could do that really annoying TikTok audio that all your parents send you. Oh, no, no, no. Oh. I think that's how it goes. I hope I got that right.
Will absolutely make it patchy. Will absolutely make it break apart. Will absolutely not look good. The marketing and education fell short. Ultimately, I think Point of View was trying to give their fans the best bang for the buck, so they put it in a kit. I also think that beauty influencers in our space missed the mark, okay? I think a lot of people want to be the first to review a formula, the first to get their review out, but don't actually know how to review formulas properly. In 2026, you need to know your shit. You need to know products. You need to know formulas. You need to know education. You actually need to know your shit. So if you were watching this video and you know exactly what I'm talking about formulas, layering together, things clashing, marketing, all of this, and you get it, well, it's time to pick up your camera, honey. Your time's coming up, and that's my point of view on Point of View.
Did Glamzilla accuse POV of a cash grab by releasing these two different formulas together in a kit? It's literally a lip kit, and the formulas don't work together. That has been the problem all along. I think the damage is already done. Glamzilla should have reviewed the Amp kits weeks ago. Do you think Mikayla's gonna invite Glamzilla over for dinner anytime soon?
What is this? I quite like him, actually. I was a little bit like, what are you doing? But I'm really warming up to it. What a question. Do you think Mikayla Nogueira is going to invite Glamzilla over for dinner soon? You know what? Let's do the rest of the video trying to answer that question, because that is the real important thing here. Because if you think about it, she was being rather defensive, but she also called sort of POV out for being fucking horrible at marketing and falsely advertising in a roundabout way. But it was an insanely positive review, just maybe not in the way that it was being intended as. Or, you know, the way that Mikayla might have been expecting. So, in terms of whether or not Mikayla invites Glamzilla over for dinner, I don't know. I'd say I'll give it a 5% chance. Which, hey, that might seem low, but it's a lot higher than most people. Like, for me, I would say it's a 0.1% chance.
Follow me for more makeup tea, celebrity news, and drama.
I do like him. Alright, give Recovery Art some love, because that was a fucking unreal video. You can see on the original Glamzilla video here, by the way, these comments do not hold back. Last I checked, lip treatments don't come with lip liners. It's an excellent point, really. She's certainly mastering the art of being a friend, isn't she? This is way too much of an explanation of a product that should be simple to use. She's the owner of the company. If she said it's lip gloss, it's a lip gloss. Stop defending her. Well, I think that's a little bit unfair. If there is a better way to use it, I don't think there's anything wrong with explaining that better way and making sure people get, you know, value out of the product. But this is the thing, yeah, it's crazy because even on their website, it's buildable though. And that is the big thing. Like, why say that it's buildable? You can layer as much as you want when one layer is too much for so many people. And there's like a notorious issue with it being way too patchy. But here's the thing, right? Like, one thing I noticed when I was researching this is that there's such a community in and amongst these lip reviewers is now there's drama amongst the people reviewing the POV beauty lip gloss thing. Like, reviewers of Ampit are calling out other reviewers of Ampit for giving bad reviews, and they're like responding to each other. This could be a whole video of its own.
All the 6 lip kits from point of view, and this is the review that you need to watch if you want to know which of these are
This is shade 1, shade 2, shade 3, shade 4, and shade 5. Before I get started, I follow Adi and I follow Mikayla on TikTok, and I genuinely feel like these two are very talented, and you can see, like, I'm literally following him, but this review is just not it. Like, none of the shades look amazing. I don't like the way he's putting it on. I don't like the finish that it's giving. It's just too messy and just not it. Like, I would not watch this review and think, I want to go and get these.
I want to see the original view. I want to see, like, the original review here. Like, how positive were they? We're going to find this fucking video, man. We're going to fucking sit here until we find the exact video that she's talking about. Oh, was it deleted? No, there's no way he deleted it. I'm gonna be so sad. I've scrolled through like everything around that date. Oh, okay, I found it, thank fuck. Whew. Okay, you can rest easy, don't worry. I know you're all sat there on bated breath, the edge of your fucking seat, but don't worry. I found the review. I won't waste your time too much, by the way. We're not going to watch the whole thing. I want to get, like, the general thoughts here, because they start going back and forth, and it's insane.
on two-tone pigmented lips. Most wearable is charred cider with toasted marshmallow. Unexpected is violet brew with plum cider. Grenadine and Shirley Temple is for those who like a juicy red. Cocoa and 90% dark is two-tone lip friendly but very, very bold. POV is doing it right. I'm pretty sure the contoured lip liners will be sold separately. You need to grab the shade 90% dark. I bought...
Okay, so it's a very positive review. But I'll be real, I kind of agree with the initial lady, because it's like, yeah, they all look super patchy and goopy. They don't look very good, in my opinion. And look, I also get it, like, my opinion doesn't fucking matter. And it's his opinion at the end of the day. Like, he enjoys it, more power to him. He can go out, he'll look fucking great. But me personally, I agree with the lady who made the initial video. I would be interested to see what you guys think, by the way, actually. Like, is that what it's meant to look like? Is that what a lot of lip liners look like? Does it look good? I don't think so. I'm calling my girlfriend in. She's gonna help me see if it looks good or not. Doesn't look
It wasn't meant to
what,
be.
do you think that looks good?
No.
You don't like it?
What's that meant to be?
Purple.
No, like what product?
Oh, lip liner. Oh yeah, not lip liner. Liner's the thing that goes around the lips, doesn't it? And then lip gloss is like colouring it in. So what's your final verdict?
It looks like he's like ate Nutella and just like his lips.
ate Nutella and left it on his lips. Yeah. So anyway, he's responded to this this video here with some shade. My love, it's an opinion. Your opinion is different than mine. I clearly said if you apply too much, it'll get sticky. I clearly pointed out that most of the lip liners are lighter. I clearly said that all of the lip glosses will work for two-tone pigment lips. So like, he's very offended that this lady did not enjoy his initial review. And they go at it for a little bit, and then people start turning against her. This is like fucking cinematic here. You took his video and made it seem like he was praising the product, when in his video, he made it known that the product isn't gooey. Oh, isn't good, rather, my bad. But he had a few that were okay to him. See, this is disingenuous here. This is why I have to side with this lady here, because, no, that's not what happened, man. He said that they were doing it right. He said that the lip gloss was fucking overall great. You know, she didn't make it look like he was praising it and calling it good. That is what he was doing. And then, dare I say, I feel like he's backing down a little bit when called out on it, you know? Don't mean to throw any shade myself here, but I'm throwing my hat into the mix, aren't I? I'm way too invested in this shit now, by the way. This is not what I was expecting to, like, really dive into and put my mental energy into today, but fuck-a-doodle do, I guess. Do you reckon she's gonna invite him over for dinner? Let's have a look at the shipping issues now, because this is a huge part of this controversy. So there are, without doubt, hundreds of TikTokers that are talking about their experience, like not getting the packages or the shipping times being way longer than promised, and a lot of them are having reservations as to whether or not they'll even receive it at all. And obviously, each and every one of these reviews is also getting comments with similar experiences. I live in New Jersey, and mine is still waiting to ship, so I had written a few emails, no response till today with the response. We know you were on the edge of your seat waiting for your order. Taking the piss with that, by the way. So are we. They had been overwhelmed by the response they had to make more strawberry shortcake to complete the order. Your order should ship around November 17th, which is so disappointing. Might not make Thanksgiving then to be even more upset if they are this sticky mess. Let me know when you get your order and I will do the same. So sad. Also, in the search bar, how have they misspelt Mikayla but spelt Nogueira correctly? I never get that shit correct. But also, one thing that I haven't brought up yet is that these were supposedly limited edition. So surely if the products are being marketed as limited edition, the website should only allow as many orders to come through as there are products. Like, you shouldn't need to be making new ones. Like, I don't think you should ever be overwhelmed with the amount of orders that you're getting if they're being marketed as limited edition. You got this this message here where they offer $10 off the next order, but the order code is taking the piss. Growing Pains 10. This comment here sums it up perfectly. Growing Pains from a company backed by the same venture capital firm that also backs Evelyn, Glossier, Reformation, Skims, and Westman Italia, or Atelier. Sorry, I'm not even gonna bother. Growing Pains from a company whose co-founders' professional experience includes roles at Augustinus, Bader, and Bobby Brown / Estee Lauder. You know, I don't know what all of those words mean, but they sound important and big, so I'm gonna trust this comment. Ultimately, though, I think $10 is a pretty, like, that's nice of them to offer for, like, a wee sort of compensation. What is that in pounds? Like, £7? £7? It's better than nothing. Like, they didn't need to do it. Well, I guess they kind of had to for PR reasons, but $10 is $10. Fuck it. I do like the idea of, like, you've had this awful experience, though, and they're just offering you a cheaper version of another, you get food poisoning at a restaurant, and they offer you free food to make up for it. It's like, no, mate, that was the fucking problem here. I don't want any more food. So you can see even top comments on her videos they're going insane for it. Where is my package? What does your tracking say? Mine too. It's been saying this since November 7th with no update. A shipping label has been prepared for your item. That would be dead frustrating, getting that, like, for weeks and not being able to know anything about it. I've been there, man. It's not nice. I think we've all been there at some point. And then the Instagram is where it's at. It's fucking worse, by the way. It seems as though no one's getting anything on Instagram. Where? The lip kits I ordered. I bet they said it like that as well. They slam the fucking table after every syllable. I live in New Jersey. If my order was reported to be in New Jersey, why has it taken 12 days to get to me? I could have picked it up quicker than it's being shipped. Mate, people are not having a good time here. There's so many comments. I'm not going to read all of them, obviously, but they're on screen. I think they actually ended up deleting the post that those comments were on because there were too many negative comments. It's like when a YouTuber deletes an apology community post or an apology video because they're getting too much shit for it and they're not genuinely sorry. Yeah, who would do that? And this one's a little rougher. This one's definitely more of a serious allegation, is that she is promising giveaways for people who are impoverished, a lot of them, and then not following through with them. Now, I used apparently in the intro because I'm not too sure about the credibility here, so let's give it a watch and, you know, in good faith, try to judge whether or not she's scamming people.
Which for many people, the holiday season is one of the most stressful, overwhelming, and anxiety-inducing times of year. And I want to take that stress off your shoulders. you should be able to enjoy Thanksgiving. So I'm going to be paying for as many grocery bills as I can in the next few days leading up to Thanksgiving. All you have to do is comment on this video. You don't have to do anything else. You don't even have to be following me. I don't care. I just want to make sure that you and your family have the best Thanksgiving ever. And I want to make that possible for as many people as I can. So again, all you have to do is leave a comment. I do ask two things. One, if you have the money, don't comment. I feel like that's obvious. I want to help the people who truly need it. So please do not take advantage of that. There are so many people struggling right now, so many people who could really use this help that I want to help. And I'm helping in other ways as well, but I wanted to do something directly for my community who supports me. Number two, there will be scammers who are going to try to message you on different accounts that aren't mine saying, fill out information to get money. That's not me. This is only coming from me on this account. It will not be anywhere else. On this account right here. This one. I will message people directly and I will send you money for groceries. You let me know what you need and I will help you. And I want to make sure that you have the best Thanksgiving ever. And I love you. And more to come for Christmas. I'd love to buy lots of people's Christmas presents.
Okay, so again, on the surface, it's a very noble and nice thing for someone to be doing. You can see in the comments are a lot of people asking for this to be done, like people, like, you know, for her to help them. A lot of them have received this response, hello, I can't DM you. This person asking for $20, which would help a lot. And many people have taken the I can't DM you thing as like proof that she's not been, you know, doing any of this, which I feel as though is grossly unfair because a lot of people have strange privacy settings on their TikToks. If anything, saying that she can't DM them is better than just ignoring them outright, which she could have done. But none of the help was public, so there was no publicly recorded case of someone receiving money from Mikayla Nogueira. Now, that doesn't mean that it didn't happen privately, and they've just decided not to share that Mikayla Nogueira has done this really nice thing for them. You know, and this is not me calling her a liar, I'm just saying that it's not been, there's not really been any public record of it. Like, I've not seen one person come out and be like, yes, she helped me out, which does not mean it didn't happen, just to be clear. But you can see because of that, there are comments in the very next post being like, where are everyone's groceries? I hope you're buying groceries for people. And look, she seems to have love-hearted this one, which obviously implies that she is, you know, actually buying these groceries. She even replies snarkily, hopefully in their fridge. Did she end up helping anyone at all? Girl, yes. But then here's where shit starts to happen, because there are a lot of comments talking about, wait, you're buying groceries for people? May I please have bars? We work on Thanksgiving, so we're having ours on Sunday. And then a bunch of people responding, I entered but haven't heard anything. And they're getting responses saying, I think many of us have. Unfortunately, she can't help everyone, but I'm still praying for my miracle. There's tons of these, right? Please consider our family this Thanksgiving, family of 4, and we currently can't plan a dinner for tomorrow. I love your videos and all you do. And this is someone that she actually has responded to, right? Messaged you. So obviously, that's a family that has been helped. And the title of this Reddit post is, what makes her decide, oh, this person is worthy of groceries? And then there's a bunch of people speculating. Honestly, I'd be surprised if she even donated $1,000 total. When people start talking about her not sending money, she'll claim that they weren't one of the winners or it wasn't her that messaged them. She'll come up with some sort of BS response. Now, for me, I feel as though she is absolutely sending some people groceries here. She wouldn't have made that fucking TikTok, had millions of eyes on her, known that she'd have millions of eyes on her, just to pull the most obvious scam on the fucking planet. Like, she's not that dumb. No businesswoman is that dumb. With that being said, I obviously personally don't think it was a good idea, because now you have instilled a bunch of false hope in thousands of people, no doubt, who are asking you for money, when realistically, you've probably not helped any more than 20. Obviously, maybe you did. Definitely no more than 100. I feel that's fair to say. You've probably not helped more than 100 people. But there are thousands of people asking who have had that little bit of hope instilled within them because of your video. If you really want to help people out, if you really want to help people buy groceries for Thanksgiving or families out, I don't think a giveaway for your audience is the best way to go about it because of that false hope. Like, it's one thing if you are offering a PlayStation 4 or something that is not essential, right? Something that almost isn't banking on the family that is receiving it being dirt poor. But like the promise you're making here is almost is something along the lines of, hey, if you are fucking struggling so much to provide for your family, I'm gonna give you a bit of a way out for a day. Which is really cruel in terms of putting that hope into people only for them to receive nothing. And I understand that. No one can realistically put a message in or a comment in expecting a response 100%. But still, I feel as though when you do a video like this, it's a little bit, I'll say the word, it's a little bit virtue signaling. It's a little bit like, oh, look at me doing nice things for my audience. Like, you could have just given money to a food shelter or a charity, preferably done it privately. But if you want to make a video or put a tweet up about how much money you're donating to said cause, then that's fine as well, I guess. I don't think there's anything wrong with doing something like that publicly. As much as, yeah, there is more chance you're doing it performatively, it's still a good thing that you're doing. And that way, you're not putting any false hope into people or causing drama in terms of, like, people speculating what you are doing to choose who deserves groceries and who doesn't, because that can lead to a whole host of issues. With all that being said, though, I do think it's not a fucking evil or piece of shit thing she's doing here. I just think it's a little bit slimy, just a tiny bit. Even though at the core of it, it's a good thing being done. Like I would say it is a net good, but it is not the best option. Oh, and there are a lot of people being like undeniable dicks about this, by the way. This whole buying people grocery shtick is bullshit. She's not going to buy anyone a dime and pretend she did, and there's no way to disprove it. She could have just did a couple angel trees and called it a day, but that would require actually spending money. For fuck's sake, even those twats, James Charles and Natalie Reynolds, did some angel trees. And that twat Dankyjabo as well. He did that as well. You can go see it on his second channel, Shepherd Boy. These people are so goddamn cringe. Begging a piece of shit like Mikayla for money, like a bunch of pathetic beggars. Not only is it fucking pathetic, it also fucking strokes her ego like nothing else, validating her horrible god complex over and over again. Yuck! I mean, like, come on, why are you so mad over this? You don't need to get this invested, truly. I'd say touch grass, but I feel as though that commenter there hasn't even seen a fucking picture of grass. She's not sending anyone anything. She works harder on the con than it would to take her to actually follow through. Oh my god, I've just fucking got I have thought of the best pun ever. If this lady did a tour, like all around the world, she would call it the Mikayla Nogueira Contour. Hey look, I know I don't do it often, but like, that's a bit of fucking content for you guys. That's the joke for this video. She is evil personified. Fucking hell, like these people are brutal. She's not fucking evil. She's definitely not evil personified. She's just sort of generic TikTok influencer. What's the word I'm looking for here exactly? It's like somewhere between piece of shit and normal person. Because I'd feel way too horrible calling her a piece of shit. She's not a piece of shit. She really is just a rage baiter. Like that's all if we really boil it down to that, she's just a rage baiter who releases some shit products and falsely advertises every now and then. You know, and it's funny, make commentary videos on it, it's funny, like it's definitely fun to talk about, and I enjoy making these videos on her, but like, fucking evil personified piece of shit, fucking scum, but like, these words are strong words to describe her. She's definitely done piece of shit things, like the whole filter thing with, what's her name? Selena Gomez and shit, but she's not a piece of shit in my opinion. Like, she's not a scum, but she's definitely not fucking evil personified. I don't think she's a particularly great person, but those are strong words. Then there was like a huge angel tree drama, which was strange. I think this all came off the back of the, you know, the huge TikTok angel tree drama.
Square responded back to this angel tree drama and it's getting out of control. She's having a mental breakdown, honey. She said that she don't give a fuck.
Again, with these like typing noises in the background is very, very bizarre.
And she's gonna do it when she wants to, on her own time. Ooh. Mikayla Nogueira sent out a mass text message to all of her followers addressing the angel tree drama, and this is everything she had to say. FYI, I will be doing the angel trees. I post about it in here, but I am not doing a video about it. Ooh, the way I'm being threatened right now.
I would read this myself, but he's doing a great job sort of emotionally reading it out in that. He's fucking great. You know, big ups to this bloke. I'm not sure how I feel about the weird typey sound effects, but great voiceover, man. Saving me a job as well. Let him continue. Sorry for interrupting, mate.
I haven't been doing an angel tree on people's timeline, even though it ends on the 15th. And I set the time on December 4th to do it so I could do it with my friends. Who, Samantha and Sydney? I'm happy to do it. I want to do it. It's the plan. And I'm getting told to myself because I haven't done it yet. Mikayla! Sorry, I'm venting. This is crazy. I'm sure this is their goal, but I'm having a mental breakdown. Ooh, this is...
Why is there a cow mooing? Mate, the T channels covering this topic are so funny. They're so funny. They're a lot better than the Dakota Felicity ones that we looked at a while back. Big up Dante Onika. This is fucking hilarious. But this is definitely a strange message to put out. Like, if you're gonna say, hey guys, just so you know, I'm gonna do an angel tree, but I'm not gonna do it publicly. It's like, well, why even post this fucking message then? If there's hordes of people, like, shitting on you for not doing an angel tree as though you're fucking obligated to do so, even though realistically they have no idea if you've even done it or not, because maybe you want to keep part of your life private to an extent, then yeah, I understand why you're so angry, to be fair, because that's really fucked up on their end, and you've got a really weird audience for doing that. But I don't know, I've never heard of, do influencers get that in America? Like, do you get shit if you don't publicly talk about the angel tree that you're doing? I've never heard of that happening to an influencer, so I'm having a hard time believing that's exactly what happened here. Overall, just a strange message, I guess. I feel like if you're gonna do it, but not be public about it, then why even tell people you're doing it? You know, it's okay. It's okay just to talk about, like, hey guys, I'm gonna be doing an angel tree and I'm gonna post about it, or what. That's okay. Like, I don't know, it's just such a weird message here. But this is a developing story. We've got another TikTok from 8 hours ago, and I'm so happy that it's developing because we get to see more of this bloke.
About the angel tree, I don't know what the hell's going on in my comment section. It does say it ends on the 15th. So now if it does end earlier than I thought, I've donated $25,000 to the Salvation Army. And that will do a lot faster than I can do going to Walmart and buying angel tree stuff.
Mikayla Nogueira gaslights her fans.
What the fuck? The moo. Why are you mooing? Why are you mooing? And what could possibly be wrong with what she's just said there? She said, I donated 25 grand to the Salvation Army. And you got this bloke on the bottom right going... And then, Mikayla Nogueira is gaslighting her on. It's like, no, she just said she donated 25 grand. What could you possibly take issue with here? I'm so excited to watch the rest of this, man. I'm fucking giddy. Genuinely, I'm giddy.
Mikayla Nogueira gaslights her fans about this angel tree drama. She gave away old expired makeup that was just sitting away in her drawer from 2017, and fans are calling her out.
No, I can't believe she would do something like that. That's fucking crazy. No way she did that. I don't know about that, man. What's the proof of that? What's the proof? I want to know the proof. She's given super expired makeup. Here's the Tarte Toasted palette from 2017. Okay, you guys are gonna have to educate me on if it's impossible for there to be a version of that palette that is not expired. Because I don't know where I would even start with like you know what? Fuck it. Tarte Toasted palette. Let's see. No, you can totally just buy these, man. What the fuck? It don't need to be expired just because it was made in 2017. Again, if there's something I'm missing, let me know. But I feel as though this is bollocks. But we're gonna suspend disbelief and watch on because I fucking love this guy.
Some tax auditors are coming out and claiming that Mikayla Nogueira could write this off on her LLC. Fans are also ashamed because they're...
Yeah, I mean, it's still 25 grand going to the Salvation Army, though.
Fans are also ashamed because they're saying this is only coming off of the back of her being called out. Fans are clapping back saying she was too busy working to 5 to do an angel tree. Also, you can do this, but not an angel tree? Now, Mikayla Nogueira has been teasing this angel tree video since mid-November. Now, multiple times she said that she will be posting this and to have some patience. Well, now people are rubbed the wrong way after a comment saying, I'm living for all the free engagement, it's giving my page off of the back of the angel tree drama. Fans just did dirty after she's literally giving them expired makeup. But what do you guys think about Mikayla Nogueira's switching bait?
You know what? I hate to disagree with this fucking beauty of a man over here. He's genuinely brought me so much joy today, so I hate to disagree with him. But I'm on her side here, to be fair. I'd be so fucking pissed off, just incessant comments. Do an angel tree. Do it. Why have you not done it yet? I know you're not going to do it. You're a piece of shit. Why aren't you doing it? You're lying to us. You won't do it. It's like fucking hell. The deadline is like weeks away. Let me live, man. Mikayla, this you, girl? Ooh, what she said here. Did you do an angel tree? Look at how, like, fucking concerned they are about it. Did you? I was able to save enough to do 2. I was so excited. So, what about you? And then Mikayla says, didn't happen if there's no video. Yeah, that's very obviously her clapping back sarcastically, being like, okay, have it back. How do you like it when I say this shit about you? And it's very reasonable to give sort of a terse response after you're getting shat on by so many people. So, I think I actually agree with her on that aspect of things. Overall, though, I think that's pretty much all I have to talk about in this video. I think we've gone over pretty much everything since the big launch of this brand. Both things that we disagree with, agree with, I'm on her side, not on her side, information, misinformation, we've done it all, man. Big ups to everyone for watching, of course. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, post a comment, and I will, I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye!